It's impossible to know everything because the human brain has a max capacity of 2.5 petabytes, not infinite.
Mario Kart has encouraged kids to litter banana peels for decades, and no one has ever said anything.
The majority of jokes are told to entertain others. Dad jokes are mainly told to entertain yourself.
One of the hardest things in life is putting the exact amount of syrup needed onto a stack of pancakes.
The fact that Google Auto completes all of our questions is a reminder of how unoriginal all our problems are.
The most successful serial killer alive has probably not been caught.
Only at a vending machine is it bad news that every bill in your wallet is a 20.
We've been so busy talking about changing all the planks on the ship that we forgot the crew and captain remain the same.
It's interesting that a food with over 700 milligrams of sodium per serving can still advertise itself as having no preservatives, even though salt has been used as a preservative for thousands of years.
Veterinarians do most of their euthanasia for quality of life issues. Humans are only euthanized by the state for behavioral issues.
Death sentence is technically life sentence, and life sentence is technically death sentence.
Game devs try to make their games look as realistic as possible, even though most people play video games to escape from reality.
People typically won't buy used bedding or silverware but have no issues using them at hotels and restaurants.
When you eat ribs, you pass ribs through your ribs.
Skin doesn't get enough credit for being waterproof.
Depending on your age, Barney is either a purple dinosaur, an alcoholic, or a man wearing suit.
Real life is pay to win.
People are afraid to go to the gym because they think people will judge them when in reality they barely even notice they're there.
Circles are circular, rectangles are rectangular, but squares aren't squarular.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. All pleasures are guilty pleasures if you're anxious enough.
A rainbow doesn't have 7 colors, it has an infinite number of colors.
A cow in a petting zoo is in the top 1% of cows with regards to material well-being.
It is nearly impossible to find a topic that you cannot overthink about.
Dora isn't an explorer because she goes to map places on the map.
You've probably seen at least one person on their last day alive and you didn't know it.
Google probably knows you better than your closest friend.
We will never have a complete analysis of criminology because the ones good enough to cover their tracks will never get caught.
Throwing evidence of a crime into an active volcano is one of the surest ways it will never be found.
It's considered a cheap shot to hit someone in the nuts, but it's also probably the easiest way to subdue someone who is attacking you without putting their life in any real danger.
The least likely search to see in someone's search history is how to delete your history.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Dad Jokes. It'll make you laugh. And groan. Just search for Daily Dad Jokes in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.